I haven't been here in a while, and I owe you all some answers. So I guess let's get into it.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am black. And I wanted to make sure that I gave a video just to talk to everyone about where I've been, updating what's happening. I want to say like, comment, subscribe, but I really don't care about that for this video. I want to say shout out to all of my members. Y'all support means everything to me, and your continued support and wishing me the best and reaching out to me and everything means so much. And I want to make sure that I start by thanking all of my members, because you don't have to give me anything. You don't have to not only subscribe, but to like do a membership and be a part of this. And loving me means so much to me. And everything about that means the world to me. I think this is the first, or is this no, I think this is the first year that I didn't give holiday cards out. So I'm sorry. I had them. I just didn't send them out because when y'all members, y'all get specific holiday handwritten notes from me. And this year I didn't do that. I just these past couple of months have been very hard for me, and I've been going through a lot. Just with myself, not really relationship. I think my partner has been the best support system that I could ever have asked for. I think God sent him to me, and I don't deserve him. Um, Friendships, work wise, and then here. And I've just been trying to navigate all of this. This is not going to be one of y'all fun videos, but I did want to say where I was, and I'm trying to figure out, how do I navigate? Where do I go? But I wanted to start by saying thank you for every member. Like, you mean the world to me. I think that majority of my videos that I start to do will just go to members, and then maybe I'll send them out later. But in the space that I'm in right now, everything just feels different. So I started this channel solely to talk about Big Brother, like solely to talk about Big Brother. I had nobody to talk to Big Brother about, and that's why the BusyBlu channel started. I already had the nickname, and I could just use that, and that's literally why this channel started. Then I started finding people to start to talk to Big Brother about. So then it got hard, because one thing about me is that I need to get my feelings and my words and my thoughts out. And when I started this channel, it was when I was living in Vermont. And it was because I didn't have anybody to talk to about stuff. So then I was like, oh my God, I could just get it out here. And I think I formulated and created a community that can help me talk and get things out. And I love that for me. Like, seriously, I love that for me. Hold on, let me make sure that all right. Let me reset this because I'm not sure. That's why I hate this thing. All right. So then I was able to find people that can get things out. So then I started to try to do other content, like things that I couldn't talk to my, people around me about. So I started doing story times, and I there is a story time that's coming. I'm gonna tell it to the members only, because y'all deserve. But there is a story time that's coming. But then I started doing story time, and then being more personal, and then I started adding to the things that I talked about, because people were like, talk about this, talk about that, talk about this, talk about that, and I started adding all of these things. And it was cool because I love, seriously, coming online and talking to you all. Like, I have some faves in the chat right now. I'm not gonna highlight y'all because that would have been very messy. But I have people who have been here from since day one. I will say I'm gonna add Megan Stevens because she has been a day one. She even purchased merch and everything. So, but I ain't gonna add the rest of y'all because that could be messy. There is somebody I wanted to add. I wanted to add Trey because Trey's one of the day ones too. She's been here, but the other I'm not gonna add anybody else. That's it. Um, and y'all have seen me evolve. You've seen the way I do things evolve and how I'm trying to get better and changing everything else. Um, like from October to now has been very tumultuous for me. It's been so. Oh yeah, Care Bear too, because Care Bear has definitely been a day one. Yeah. All right, but okay, nobody else, nobody else. Okay, stop, y'all stop. Okay, I'm trying to focus. Can I focus? So it's been a very tumultuous time, and I've been trying to navigate what do I do, what moves me, what's important to me, and I'm trying to center down and ground myself because I have goals. I have career goals. I have financial goals. And we're wedding and family planning. Like we're doing these conversations, we're doing this research, and there's a lot. I'm rekindling a lot of relationship with family, and dealing with past trauma, and I'm trying to deal with my own trauma and my own vices and stuff. So it's been it's been a lot of growth. You know how some people say that they hate therapy because you really have to deal with yourself? I think that's kind of where I am right now. And it's just so many things that are changing and so many things that I'm realizing and trying to do. And it's been hard. I'm trying to do new things that fulfill me and fill my cup. Like I volunteered at a men's shelter this weekend. It made me feel, why am I smacking so much? But I volunteered at a men's shelter this weekend. It made me feel so good, me and my friend. And it felt so good in everything that we were doing. So I'm trying to get outside more. Me and Tater Bay, we had a snowball fight. Like I'm just trying to do things that make me happy and make me feel good and not feel battered down. And I think I'm starting to feel like not that not that YouTube isn't the space for me anymore. I think some of the YouTube spaces are not the best for me anymore. And when I say that, what I mean is humanity has changed. Like people don't care about each other. And they don't see the reality or the realness in each other and they don't care about it. And it makes it very hard then because what I really love is reality TV because I want to recognize, understand, take in, even reevaluate my life or evaluate their lives, and consume it because this is like what's happening. And I'm starting to feel like a lot of the shows that I cover or the things that I talk about with people, the audience has lost sense of humanity. Like I was watching a show about, women who get together, but then they talked about domestic violence. They talked about their children leaving for college. And then the people were like, this was boring. This was stupid. Nobody cares. What do you mean? Like it just changed. It's changed. I remember when Tammy Roman first got on Basketball Watch, she was like, oh my God, she was on um um The Real World. And I mean, I was too young, but she was like, she was on The Real World. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, she was the one who had an abortion and she did it on camera and she got her teeth filled. Teeth clenched or tightened or whatever it was, so that she can lose weight, which now we realize that she had a body dysmorphia. But I feel like at this moment, some people will be like, oh, stupid. Nobody want to see this. Nobody cares about this crap. Oh gosh, she's so boring. She's getting an abortion. Everybody gets one. No one cares. Oh, she's getting her teeth clenched. Nobody cares about your disorder. It's like people have just lost sense of humanity. And I don't want to be a part of just in any part of it. And I'm getting, babe, can you stir my chili, please? I don't want to be a part of any part of pushing those narratives where just real life became stupid, boring, we're not entertained. So then, why are you watching? And I know what I watch, and I connect with some of these people for different reasons. I connect with some of these people for their problems. I don't think every person is perfect. And I don't think every person has to bring 100% all the time and give all of this, da da da. But also, I feel I have a soul. I have a heart. So I can't feel like they just always putting on. You get on reality TV and you're crying because you had a miscarriage, and then majority of the viewers are like, who cares? No, that lady's born. She deserves a miscarriage. This is stupid. I cannot be a part of that anymore. I cannot. And I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what the balance is between coming on and reviewing these shows and talking about what my feelings are, because I do hear a lot, because what I've tried to do in these past couple of weeks are just do other people's shows, because then I don't have to take full responsibility. I can talk with them and I can try to make them see some sense of morality. At least that's how I feel from my side, some sense of morality. And I want to shout out to Yocrates. And if y'all not subscribed to him, please subscribe to him. We did a really good video. If any of my subscribers or members or people are in the chat, please try to put that video in it. We did a really good whether you like it or not panel last week, and I felt proud of that. But I feel like that was the one time that they were at least trying to listen to some side outside of this was boring, it's the same stuff every time, nobody cares, it's stupid. And I can't do that anymore. What I loved about reality TV and what I loved about Big Brother, and I didn't even watch these snowball games because now it's just becoming commercial. Whatever those things was, I didn't watch one episode. Don't give a about it. I did not care. I don't know, winter games, whatever the Big Brother thing did. It just now it became so commercial that it was just like, girl, nobody care about this. what I care about reality TV, or why I loved reality TV, is that whether or not you felt like somebody was putting on or not putting it on, you can internalize it and see if you can relate. Whether you think they're a liar and they continue to lie, we all can relate to that. Y'all had a man or a girl or a person or a partner, whatever, who you like, they're not doing me right, but I'm not going nowhere. So then what's all this heat for Robin? We've all had someone where we're like, okay, this is just taking a long time to break up. I'm really trying to separate from you, and it's really frustrating me. So why do people got beef with Kenya? We have people who are just we just trying to make it. I'm a YouTuber. We got Instagram people who are just some people who just want to be on this show, just want to be at BravoCon, just want to make it. So why we mad at Monica? Because we watch these people every day. We study these people. We want to know what's going on with them. We follow them. Some people record every Instagram that they do. Y'all not calling. I'm not going to start naming social media people, but Monica's a stalker, but like other people are not. But they got every video. And we're like, oh, shout out to such and such who caught it. But we're mad at Monica. Like, I'm starting to feel like I love everything about what's going on with Dr. Simone, because I want to do that for my children. I want to make sure they have what they need. Also, I want them out of the house, so we about to buy. And we're like, oh, she's boring. Her sons are using her and abusing her. Like, it just... What do y'all? I don't get what the audience wants to see anymore. And what I do know is not empathy. And I'm having a hard time coming back to this camera and talking to y'all, because everything about everything that everybody has to say is not, they dehumanize these people, but it's supposed to be reality television. So we're seeing people's real lives, yet we want them to be, I think we want them to be scripted actors. What's entertaining about this? They're not giving enough. You're boring most of the year. And that's okay. Every episode doesn't have to be lights, camera, action. I was giving the last episode of Real Housewives of Potomac an 8 out of 10 when people were like, this is a tool. Nobody cares. People didn't care about Karen being mad at her husband because he didn't answer the phone when she felt like she had a medical emergency. Where, do y'all have partners? Do you not have medical emergencies? Are you not nervous if your doctor says you have blood elevated? I don't get it. Like, why is it people don't see it? And I'm supposed to help engage in this. I don't want to be a part of promoting it. I got my own issues to deal with. And I see some of my issues in some of these people. And then I don't want to hear from what sounds like majority of the world feels like, this is boring, kill yourself. That's really what the world wants to see. Morality has left the building. And as someone who has a moral compass, and I know the show's supposed to be entertaining, but I also want these human beings to be human beings. And I sometimes I can blame production, because you need to make it relatable. Some storylines and stories, not storylines, because I'm gonna stop using that term. Some stories are not relatable. Some people are living human being lives, and you need them there, but everything that they have to talk about is not going to be entertaining. Could it be interesting and relatable? Maybe, maybe not. But we not rich. And a lot of the audience that watches these rich shows, not rich, but then they want to talk about, this is boring. Girl, you don't know what's entertaining. You're not on a level. You're not even on a level. You don't know what's rich and what's not rich. Girl, you broke. You broke. To be honest, they need to be lucky we had a Real Housewives of Potomac. Because y'all broke. Thank God somebody can relate to you. Maybe you just don't want to relate and you just want to see social interaction of individuals. Then say that and watch Big Brother and watch Survivor, watch Traders and watch these other reality shows where people get together and just have social interaction. But don't say it's boring when people are going through a divorce or crying because their husband's cheating and they're staying with them. And you're like, oh my God, this is the same song. Dog and Pony Show. When are we gonna get something different? Girl, you stayed with a man that you too long. We all have. I just and busy, calm down. Busy, calm down. I'm having a hard time getting back to this show. One, because of personal issues that I'm dealing with, but two, also, I feel like the audience is just I think I heard somebody use the term that we are. I don't want to talk about each generation. I think that that's stupid because I feel like we are growing up in different generations, but I also feel like in this time period, some of us are falling into the same microscopic views. And I think that what I loved was the term somebody said the microwave generation. We want it hot, we want it now. That's why people love air fryers. They want a pressure cooker, they need a microwave because no one's getting to the stove. And however long it takes to make a roux, no one's doing that. We want it fast. We want it now. We want it everything right now. And I'm falling back. It's overbearing. It's too much, too fast, too soon. There's no love in it. There's no consideration. And it's bothering me. Everybody wants quick, fast, now. We want it. It's not entertaining. Do you need to? And I can't do it. People get their first seasons on shows, and people are like, boring, next. I hope she doesn't come back. Girl, she just got here. You go to work, and you may be fumbling the ball your first year. Like, I just don't. I promise you, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I feel like just all of that has been gone from all of the TV shows and the things that we watch and what we work on. And I'm having a hard time trying to find things to talk about because I know majority of the people are going to be like, you're wrong. This is stupid. No, you can't. No, she should have been beat up a long time ago. Thank God Candace got that glass beat up on her. I can't do it. And I think that for a while, this channel, why is he telling me to? I think for a while, this channel is going to be simply focused on sharing what's going on with me, how I feel about shows and things that move me to speak. And I think for a while, I'm going to keep it for members. I guess this is my promise for members, and I promised myself I was going to keep the promises that I say. I'll talk to them about the thoughts that I have, and then after a week, y'all can have it. The public can have it. But I don't feel safe anymore with just humanity. I just don't. I just don't. I just don't. And I want to. And I'm not saying we gonna be doing videos every week or whatever, but I don't feel safe with humanity. And I've always, people call me the contrarian when I go into other people's podcasts or whatever, but it's because I think a lot of people are trying to dissociate and look at things as entertainment. But that does not mean that you have to lose your humanity in the entertainment. You can say, you know what, I understand where she was coming from, but this wasn't interesting. That's fair. But to say she's boring, I don't give. But what's she going on? I know she says she has 3 polyps in her breast, but no one cares. That's not kind of not. I don't. Who wants who? What type of person are you? Like, what type of person are you? The Bell Collective, the people are like, this lady got the lady literally has a drug addict mother. She created a whole then health facility in order to deal with her trauma, how she deals with things. And people are like, this is bored. The story born. She's me. I don't care. Like, it's very clear to see why she is the way she is and what she's done. I think I'm starting to feel like maybe I am, maybe I'm not getting it and the world just got it. Because to be honest, there are more popular YouTubers who have those same convictions. They feel like, yeah, she talked about her mama dying, but we didn't want to see this. This was boring. And those people get thousands of views. And I think more people want to see that. They hate a contrarian because they want to see someone who's just going to be very direct about this is this was born. Yeah, her daddy died. This was but I didn't care about it. Yeah, she had a miscarriage, but who cares? This was a boring scene. Like that, those people are getting more traction and views. And I feel like who I am and how I'm centered, it's conflicting. And I don't know if this is the best thing right now. And I'm starting to feel like maybe I need to take more of a break. And I wanted to make sure that I explained to all of my viewers and supporters and members like why I'm here and why I've been gone for so long. Because it's not that I want to be gone and not talk. I just feel like it's so much negativity. Like, we can be entertained, but we could also be human beings. And I feel like we've lost humanity at this point. And I'm having a hard time dealing with that. And so I don't want to come on camera because I'm not going to say what the people want me to say. And that does not make me entertaining. I'm not going to get the views that other people get because I'm not going to talk like how the other people talk. And the other people are going to say, this is stupid, womp womp. They're going to play sounds and say, womp womp womp, this is dumb. They're going to put up. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm mad grown. I don't have the capacity because I have a job. And I want to just talk about these human experiences that people are having. Because that was why I got on YouTube in the first place. And whether it's a good human experience or a bad human experience, or they're making very poor judgments or they're making very good judgments, that's why I'm here. Now it's become about how the people are going to perceive you. And I mean, I have a job and I have a partner who loves me. We have a home and we have a life. I don't have time to be doing that bullshit. I don't. I just don't. And I'm not going to cater to the people. And my morals and my values are starting to really conflict with turning this camera on because the people are going to be like, boo, no, her father should be dead. Her house is ugly. And you live in an apartment. Giselle's fashions are horrible. I can't believe that. But you sitting over here ordering from Temu. Like, you're just, I think we've lost it. Oh, Haru was in here. She said, please take care, everyone. Love you, Haru. That was one of the day ones, too. Let me go through these things. I'm sorry, y'all, because I feel like I've been getting a lot of stuff. And let me invite somebody up here so I don't have to cry alone. And then also I can check on my chili. All right, so let me go. I will always appreciate you. I will always appreciate you too, Intergalactic Defender. I was just about to go live. Oh, well, took over that. And now you're her. Afternoon Busy. She had her teeth wired shut. That's what it was. She had her teeth wired shut so that she couldn't eat. And that's when we're talking about Timmy. When people try to correct you when you're just making an observation, they're giving an it's just frustrating. And I think what Care Bear, what bothers me more is not that they're trying to correct you or whatever. I know reality television for some people, which is why I think we need to get back to scripted reality shows and sitcoms and all of that stuff. Reality television is not what it used to be. And I think maybe I'm looking at reality television wrong, which is probably why I need to back up. Somebody will be telling their true story. They're going through menopause, they're having a hard time, they're not having sex with their partner, and it's been very hard in their relationship. And then people will be like, boo, this is boring. We don't care about this story. And that's what I have a problem with. Because they're looking at it for entertainment purposes, which I guess if it's on TV, you should be entertained. But for me watching it as someone who I could have been a sociologist, I am looking at it, or a psychiatrist, I guess. I'm looking at it for human interaction. Like, oh my God, I can't believe she's going through this. And then how are these two people going to get through it? How is she dealing with it? And then maybe I'll see another couple who's going through the same thing. How do they deal with it? Oh, this is different because, oh, girl did something different. I wonder if she could talk to her, then maybe they could find a, like, that's how I look at reality TV. That's how I look at reality TV. I'm starting to realize that the people these days do not. You need to give them something. You need to give them fast, hot, spicy. You need to give it to them now. And I'm looking for them crying, them having conversation with their son or their daughters, their husbands. Maybe they're having problems at work. Maybe life is like really triggering them. Maybe they're having an addiction. I want to know about that. And there's nothing that's going to be boring about that to me. Not everybody is interesting, which is why I think it's great to cast interesting people, but their stories are great. And cast people whose stories are great. Now, if you want to just do it for entertainment purposes, then cast entertaining people. And then you just get a lot of performative people. And then you'll get a show where everybody's like, she's not entertaining, or we need a new cast. And I'm not looking for that. Cast real stories. And either they get along with the group, because a lot of people have a problem with Potomac because they're like, well, y'all not talking, y'all not getting along. I have a problem that it's not a real friendship group, but also that's real. Now, we can only do this for 2 more seasons, and then I'm tuning out, but that's real. There's people that you're just like, I'm not talking to her. And that's real. Some people call me rude and mean and too forthcoming. So then they're not gonna talk to me when I come to a party. That's real. What? And you mad about what? Y'all not even talking to each other. Y'all not interacting. That's a problem for the audience who are just like, we want to see fun, everybody together. Da, da, da. Girl, it seemed real to me. I don't think, why would Giselle talk together? Like, it seemed real to me. Now, we can't keep doing this because, well, this is a show about a collective. But for the next, if Candace didn't talk to her for 2 more seasons and Giselle didn't talk to her for 2 more seasons, seems about real to me because I would feel the same way. I'm not talking to that hoe. I'm not talking to that hoe. We don't gotta talk right now. Now, collectively, should we get together and should we kumbaya for like community events and stuff like that? Yes. Seems real to me that I won't talk to you. I just I'm not getting how people are viewing reality. And I think because I'm looking at old school reality and I'm not looking at new school reality. And I think reality TV has changed. And the way that people do things and the stuff that they want to see is not what we used to see later. Maybe I just need to watch TLC shows because those shows are based truly in reality. I need to watch Thousand Pound Sisters, where one girl got the gastric bypass and found a man, and now the other one can't get a man that can't get the surgery. Oh, no, or they both got men, but the other one can't get the surgery. I need to watch Hoarders because the girls are filling up their house full of shit, and we try to figure out what we. Maybe I need to watch TLC because I think the Bravo audience is not for me anymore. We got this sassy ass nigga here. What you want?
Why'd you call me sassy?
I said sassy, a sexy ass nigga. I could call you sassy. You are sassy.
I'm not sassy.
Let me go through the rest of these things.
All right.
Social media has definitely become a low for society. That's you. Thank you, Christopher Taylor, for the super chat. Y'all put your B's in the comments. Oh shit, I got a lot. Oh damn. I need to stop cursing. Thank you, Christopher Taylor, for the super chat. I think I just looked at one of your DMs. So put your B's in the comments for Christopher Taylor. It was great what you did that busy. I think that people are here. It's important, Robin. See, Robin needs to go. Monica is a liar, and that's okay. We are no liars. We are no liars. We are no liars. Robin doesn't need to go. She needs to stay because she needs to be held accountable. And so does her husband. And I'm glad that every episode we see him because, girl, we've been dragging your wife, short hair, long hair, whatever hair, in those raggedy hats. And now it's your turn. So Robin does need to stay because it's Juan Dixon's turn to be dragged through the street. I want somebody to pull him by his peen. It's his turn. It's his turn. And she needs to be here because I need for Juan Dixon to sit in the hot seat. And I wish, hope, pray. I'm putting my I would give a GoFundMe to make sure that Juan Dixon is at this reunion and there is a section just solely for everything that they did and did not talk about last season. She does need to be here. Sorry. And I don't agree. Her story is relatable. Y'all know people, women, y'all have friends who be like, girl, drop, why you still with that man? Why you still with that man? It don't make no sense. And then the man go unscathed. No, you gonna get it today. And yes, Monica is a liar, but we are no liars. Okay? Now, and then someone can relate to a lying narcissist, pathological liar like that. Everybody can't be a saint on TV. That's reality. Next, shout out to Ravine. Put your B's in the comments for Ravine. She said, you are appreciated, Blizzard. I appreciate you. Shout out to one of my day ones. Shout out to Care Bear. Oh, Care Bear's one of the day ones too. Shout out to you too. Put your B's in the comments for Care Bear. There are sections of YouTube that are supportive, but when it's bad, it's bad because I recently saw it get Unwanted touching called jealous and standing up for themselves. Yeah, that is also another thing because what I have trouble with and what's been bothering me is that people are telling me that and I love the panel that I'm on. So y'all know that sometimes I'm regularly on the whether you like it or not panel that Scotty by Nature TV put together. And they're like, "Oh, here he comes." But I'm trying to bring in human kindness and feelings and thought to it. But I think that sometimes what that panel does is only focus on what is entertaining. We're not thinking about these people as human beings and what this reality show is about. It was about this scene was boring. This was not interesting. I didn't want to see it. I this was boring, and I don't watch reality TV like that. So that's why it's been kind of hard on that panel because y'all know the girls in the comments be dragging me. They do not like me. Thank God I got tough skin when I'm on other people's channels because y'all don't know me like that. Um, Thank you, Care Bear, for becoming a member. You're gonna get some content. You definitely gonna be getting some content today. Thank you, Carol, for becoming a member. You definitely gonna be getting some content today. Let me get caught up on what everybody's saying. Oh, it's a good defender. I appreciate and respect you. Thank you. It's something I had to get off my chest today, so I wanted to make sure that I came on and told y'all where I was and how I've been feeling about all of this stuff because it's been weighing heavy on my heart. I know you said that you were feeling the same way, so Deb. So what you got going on? Babe, can you start the chili?
No, I really appreciated you doing this because I was like, I literally was just making my cover art when you went live. I was like, that's so interesting because we were just watching Salt Lake City together the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And we enjoyed it. Like we had a good time watching it. We was calling during the breaks, like, did you see this? You know what I'm saying? And I think that we miss the fun of watching these shows together. I think even when we were doing Potomac together, it got so deep and so hard to do the show together because it was so much.
Yeah, and we saw other people's sides, and we would fight about what.
Like it was
I think what you felt like somebody felt and what they were going through, and what I felt, and then we internalized those feelings, and then we would fight all the time.
right. It was causing confusion between me and you.
Yeah,
And I was like, I don't like. I enjoy our friendship, but I
yeah.
also enjoy the show as well. And I just didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to enjoy the show. I think another show that you feel the way you feel about is Basketball Wives for me. It's just like I enjoy that show. And
Okay, hold on. And I want to give him space to talk because I love him dearly, and I want him to be able to share his feelings about this show. That show don't be doing the same stuff. Some girls do, most girls don't. And I'm gonna check on the chili. So talk. Go ahead, talk. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm mad you about to bring up the Basketball Wives because
well,
I feel like it's half and half with
the only
them.
reason why I am is because I think the way you feel about Potomac is the way I feel about Basketball Wives.
Okay,
And
explain to me.
I think the reason why, from day one, I did enjoy that show. And I understand all the crazy stuff that's happened on that show.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to come on to do reviews of the show to just have to like really defend people on the show like that. It would just to be, for fun for me.
Yeah.
And so I had to take myself out of the equation when it comes to doing reviews of the show, because it just got so bad when it comes down to that actual show. I watched the show for pure pleasure, and that's it. And I wanted to have fun with people when I did the reviews, but it became so negative. And
did you get
Huh?
So wait, so I was making sure y'all stopped because remember I used to come into those reviews. Y'all stopped doing them.
Yeah, I stopped doing them
Oh, I hate that for you.
because I mean, it just became so negative.
Yeah,
And I'm a fan of Evelyn, but everybody's not a fan of hers. I think a lot of the reality shows when it's the colorism thing came in, and just people that had opinions of it. I'm cool with the fun shade. I'm cool with having fun talking about the show. But when it becomes so serious to the point where it's not fun anymore, I'm gonna take myself out of the equation because it's taken away from the fun that I have watching the shows. I think even I think I'll say this, like, even with the fact that, like, some of these people, like, they follow us on social media now.
yeah.
And that's exciting for us. But then, like, they can't, I don't wanna like create an atmosphere where people are coming in and like trashing these people. Cause with Monica, like, I love Monica. I thought Monica was a great person for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And I enjoyed the whole thing, even the big plot twist at the end of the show. Like, it was so fun for me. And we're not going to be friends with Monica. Like, people that's reviewing this, I mean, like, watching the show, whatever. We're never going to meet her. We're never going to like have a thing with her. But it's like you're kind of being held accountable for being a fan of them or things like that. And I don't want that for me.
So do you feel like? So I think there's two things that I'm battling.
Okay.
Like I stopped watching Basketball Wives,
Mhm.
the basketball host, because I felt like it just became too forced.
Mhm.
And that's why I thought some of their stories were interesting, but then people were like just getting apartments and condos just to even be on the show, and they really didn't live there. So it's not Basketball's LA, it's really Basketball's LA, DC, Compton, wherever the people lived. And they were just trying to get together to be on the show, and that was what was bothering me. And then only two of them were Basketball Wives half the time. And the premise stopped being interesting to me because it's not a collective of girls who are basketball wives coming together and talking about their things. Um, do you think that the shows are becoming, because I guess maybe not, because you said that you enjoy watching the shows, you just, like me, I guess, hate talking about them, because I want to talk about the shows even when they're hard discussions. Like,
Mhm.
yes, I don't watch Basketball Wives, and the colorism part was really hard, but I love Real Housewives of Potomac.
Right.
And they were having some times in their conversations where I was like, y'all being a little colorist.
Right.
And that's real life. And I loved watching it and seeing it. And then it gave me passion to say, you know what, we need to discuss this. Let's talk about it. Thank God for Essence Magazine. And then when you get on the internet, people are like, why is this an issue? Don't talk about this. And why are you? I just think that it's,
So I think
how do
that
you bring the issues that are very tough? Because I love to have a conversation. I'm going to talk to you. I'm just going to talk
right.
about it. I'm not going to bite my tongue. If there's an issue or there's something that I feel there's somebody I'm advocating for, I'm going to say it. And I feel like with shows like that, I'm okay with them having those little rigid aspects and parts. Like, yes, Giselle and Robin may be a little bit colorist, and a lot of bit colorist, and they show those things and everything. And then it's okay to bring it to the forefront and say that stuff. But then people are like, well, we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about her camel toe and that nasty outfit. Because some things they don't want to talk about. I think it's hard because these are hard conversations. I don't care who follows me, when they follow me, how they follow me. I'm gonna talk because Monica follows me on every social media platform. But you best believe if she comes back next year and if she acting a damn fool, I'm gonna have to talk about you, girl. You doing it, you being a mess.
And I think the same thing for me. Evelyn Falls doing everything. So
I really hate that you like her.
but that's my thing. It's like, oh, it's fun because of that. Like someone who you admire on a show followed you. So you have like whatever you said or whatever support you gave that person, it meant something to them enough for them to follow you on social media. And to me, I feel like that's cool, right? But then, when you come on here, it's like, oh, Monica ain't shit and she's a liar. All them girls on that show have lied. I mean, they have all lied. We had to sit here and wait, what, almost 2 years for Heather to tell us who gave her a black eye.
That was crazy.
And it's crazy. It's like, it's almost like it takes the fun away from talking about the shows, because as a fan of some of these people and then reviewing the shows, yeah, let's all talk about it, but every time you log on, it's like, oh, I hate them and they are this and they are that. And I mean, you don't have to really defend these people at all, but it almost becomes a responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, no. First of all, shout out to boss lady Ross. Thanks. She says you are a great content creator. Why not cover some hot topics like Diddy and other big stories more? I think I'm going to start doing that more. Like I think that's where my focus is going to be. My only issue with that is that like I have a very taxing job, and I think I can start to carve out time. Um like you have to find those things, and if you're not, because my job is focused on something very narrow and specific, sometimes it makes it hard for me to get online and talk about those things. And I work a 9 to 5 like a lot of people. I don't say everybody else, but like a lot of people. So I either got to do it early in the morning and get it done and find those things and get it done, or I'm already late and nobody cares about it anymore. So I'm trying to find the middle ground. And I'm gonna work with my members to figure out what the best cadence and everything.
Well, a lot of the times they always say like they don't really care if it's late, especially because they like you as a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
They want to hear your perspective of whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe I'll start doing more later content, because I always did everything before I started work, because that was when I felt like I was the most. Well, one, I wake up at 6 o'clock, 5:36, depending on the day. And then I just need quiet time. And then after that, I look through and see what stories are interesting to me. Because when I'm passionate about something, that's when y'all want me on the internet. If I'm just regurgitating a story, I feel like I'm more like the other content creators who are saying, "Hey, everybody, so we're just gonna talk about Diddy today. So I got some notes here." I don't want to be that. It's not my personality.
But a lot of your subscribers don't really care about that part.
Yeah, but I also want to give them my best self. If they care about me as a content creator, they want my best me, and my best me is when I'm like, girl, listen to what I just heard.
But Busy, what they heard from other people is not your perspective.
I mean, I guess.
Because what someone else gives as their perspective, you might have a totally different perspective.
I'll try to start giving more evening content like this right now. But I try to do it early in the morning when I wake up and when I see things interesting, and I'm like, oh my god, this is interesting. Oh my god, this is interesting. This, oh my god, and that's where my morning meetings came from, because I found 3 things that I thought were fun to talk about, and now I'm ready to talk. I just don't want to be one of those people who are just too. I mean, and I shout out to the content creators who write notes, write things down. They have their, what are those push button things where they're making sounds, and they got everybody. Like, shout out to y'all. Like, really shout out to y'all. That's not me. It's not who I am as a content creator. I don't want to be like that. And
I don't think your subscribers want you to be that.
I don't want to be like that. So, but maybe I'll try different methods. I mean, I say again, I'm gonna test it out with my members, and because I want to make sure that they're getting the content that they are paying for. So just I'm gonna try different methods, but only to things that really move me. And I think I'm the best online when I'm like, y'all, I just watch this thing and I gotta talk about it. I feel like I'm the best when that happens. There was a point that I was making, but
I also want to just count out
the
the news that you feel like is old because someone else has already talked about it.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But the only reason I count out the news, and I guess that's why I'm doing this video in the first place, is because my opinion normally is not what people are feeling.
And that's why you're
so then people are not going to watch it because they're like, oh, I definitely don't want to hear what he has to say because they want to go with the normal views.
Do care about that. They care about how you feel about it. I can come on, we can talk about the same thing. My opinion about it is not gonna be the same as yours.
So then why don't you start doing your videos?
Well, I was literally getting ready to come on and do the same thing that you're doing right now. That's why I was like, you want me to come on with you? I haven't been on in months.
Me neither. Well, not months. I actually did a video because Carlos King made me upset with the bell collector. So you gonna start doing videos now?
Your perspective is always a lot different than everybody else's.
Yeah, and I hate that for me. I mean, no, that's not true. I love that for me because I don't feel like I'm being wrong. I feel like I'm being emotional and empathetic. I feel like more people, and it is fair because that's what I give people. It is fair, but most people feel like they're just only solely going for entertainment. And I'm still looking at these people as people. I really need to start just watching TLC. I think that channel may in HGTV. I think those are the best channels for people like me because I'm getting real authentic stories, real authentic things that are happening with people. And I think that Bravo, VH1 and MTV, I think that audience has become boo. Nobody cares about her baby dying. Like and they don't want that anymore.
It has become that.
They don't want it anymore. Like I'm not saying Evelyn doesn't give us authentic stories. She has me blocked, so I can say whatever I want to say, but I'm not saying that she doesn't give us authentic stories. I don't think she's a nice person. And that's why I don't like her.
But see, that's the
thing. That's why I don't get entertained, and I'm not concerned by her stories. And then also, have we ever seen that little boy on the show ever? Like I don't remember seeing her real life. And sometimes I feel like she's just here to be an antagonist, and nobody wants to
been on the show. He's always on her Instagram.
I said the show.
He's been on the show. I said both. I said he's been on the show.
How many times?
Not a lot. Even her daughter's not on that much either, though.
I say I could pick her daughter out from a crowd.
I could pick her son out from a crowd.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I'm gonna put together a bit, and y'all watch it live. I'm gonna put her son in a room full of well, he's not. He's probably a toddler now. Oh no, he's way older than that. But I'm gonna put him in a room full of. I get young adults, and then you pick up which one he is because that boy don't be on the show. I think you could probably count on one hand.
Literally had him on the show when she was trying to figure out how to pick out a cup for him.
That little boy don't be on the show. She don't tell her real life. And my problem is, why are you on the show if you're not showing your real life?
Again, that's your opinion. But the reality is that she does because she definitely had a scene with him where she had to pick out a cup for him, and he was asking her about the cup and why he had to wear it.
Okay, I feel like she's just an antagonist. She's only there to be mean. I don't think she's trying to create real relationships with anyone. And I do not feel like I know her. And
I
I don't
think
feel like she feels like she wants us to know her.
I think on this, I think I don't think that's true. I think even especially on this season, I feel like she gave a lot about trying to really like help grow the franchise and
Mhm.
like really pass the torch over to the new girls, but the new girls weren't really feeling it.
Her best show to me was that one with the Tamar and
Really
Nivea.
were.
Yes, that was when I say I felt like, oh, this show was making me like her. I feel like she came with her authentic self. She was because she had nowhere to hide. She talked about what her feelings were, her family, her background. What
She did it on this season too.
I feel like she had nowhere to hide. And I feel like that show was the only show that made me feel frustrated. Actually, it made me feel frustrated that I started to like her. Because I was like, oh man,
Did you watch this season at all?
of basketball hosts? No.
See, so then how can you even say that?
Oh no, I'm talking about from previous season. I don't know what she's doing now. I'm just saying why I don't like the show and why I don't like her.
I think a lot of it
Are you
was,
saying give her a chance?
I would say that.
Oh, okay. I will say, and this is taking a turn. I watched the clip, and I don't know why this is turning into this, but I am gonna say this, and I stand 10 toes down on it. Basketball Wives LA is Jackie Christie. And I don't like how in the clip that I saw, and I didn't see the full thing, so I could shut my mouth, how Shawnee was trying to make it seem, and Shawnee and the other girls on the couch were like, no, it's Shawnee. It's Shawnee. Girl, if it was Shawnee, then Basketball Wives, Orlando, Florida, Miami, wherever it was, would still be going. This since Basketball Wives LA started, we still been going. And that's because of Jackie Christie. And nobody can take that away from Jackie Christie. Now, Shawnee O'Neal did start the franchise or work. Well, I guess,
What
listen.
do you feel like Jackie Christie has been doing?
You said what?
What do you feel like Jackie Christie has been doing?
When you think about Basketball Wives LA, you think about Jackie Christie. When you think about Basketball Wives, you think about Shawnee O'Neal. When you think about Basketball Wives LA, you think about Jackie Christie. Unfortunately, the only actual series that has survived is Basketball Wives LA. And she's been the matriarch, and her crazy has been there, turning it up, gathering the girls, centering the girls. She ain't never left a whole season. She is the thing, and now we bringing these other girls over from other cities, other states, other everything, and we still trying to make it seem like Jackie Christie hasn't led this show. Girl, if y'all was such the great thing that y'all say y'all are, then y'all show would still be on in that state that y'all was living in. But it's not. But the state that I was living in, the girls have come and gone, and I'm still here. The girls have come and gone, and I'm still here.
Trying to be friends with the other girls.
Jackie Christie is in charge of the girls. I'm sorry. Jackie Christie is in charge of the girls. Now, I think that she's a psycho. I think that everything that's going on with her marriage is crazy. I do think that sometimes she tells the truth about some of her like feelings with her husband and how she's feeling about him, but I feel like they have an arrangement also, so it makes it difficult. But also, she's been in charge of the girls. There's no other woman there.
What doing when she's in charge of the girls? Besides trying to be friends with them, every season she trying to be friends with them.
I don't think she's trying to be friends with them. Well, one, I think that's a little bit true. That sounds like Monica. That's partly true. If every year new girls are changing because there's no other original house wife on Basketball Wives LA except for her. And the show keeps changing all the girls. She has to get to know them. So every year she has to try to make a new friend because every year they change up who's going to be there. Since that show started, she's the only one who's been there forever. Yes, yes, indeedy. She has to say, okay, y'all, let's try to get this group together. Let's figure it out.
Because
You
what
know, I
else is
really
she
love you.
doing?
You know, she loves everyone. I love you. I love your family. I love the clothes that you wear. But it's because production changes the girls every year.
What else is she doing?
Jackie brings entertainment value and she also brings a collective. Now, outside of everyone else on this show, Jackie brings the girls together. Jackie brings the girls together. And that's what you need on a show like this. I mean, I don't watch that show because I don't think it's authentic, but Jackie brings
If
the
you don't
girls
watch the
together.
show, then you can't. What you're saying
No,
is
because I see Jackie brings the girls together.
no, she
Even if they're
doesn't.
gonna have fights when they're with the in the room with each other,
She doesn't.
Jackie
She doesn't bring
brings
girls
the
together.
girls together. Okay, so who
There's
this
never been a
season? I
season
didn't
that
watch
Jackie
this
brought the girls
season.
together.
I didn't watch this season. What group event did they have that wasn't Jackie's and that everybody came to?
Most of the events that they've had were not Jackie's events.
No,
Brooke
tell
has
me
had
what it was.
events. Jennifer has had events.
And everybody came to them.
Yes.
Okay.
Jackie hasn't had an event besides her marriage, her wedding things that they came together for.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I don't watch it, so I mean, I'm going to give it to you. It doesn't suit me, but I am going to say that I feel like Jackie is.
Jackie does
I
portray
think
that she's
she's
trying
the
to
main
bring the girls
character.
together, but what Jackie does is she divides the girls most of the time.
I know. I think she fights with the girls.
She divides the girls.
She brings them together in the beginning of the series, and then she starts to divide and fight with them.
But most of the girls that she does that with are Jackie's friends. British was her friend. Sunday was her friend. Who else was her friend? I guess Brooke was her friend at some point. But Jackie has
Malaysia was her friend. I mean, I guess maybe friend of me.
Malaysia and Brandy fought with Jackie ever since they've all been on that show.
I mean, it's back and forth. It could be relatable.
Malaysia will be more of a person who brought the girls together than Jackie.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have another basketball host fight at another day, but I don't believe that.
But I think this season and just past, it was really just Evelyn trying to really kind of.
Are you logged in twice?
Huh?
Are you logged in twice? Why am I seeing another thing here?
That's so I can see the comments. But this season, a lot of it was Evelyn trying to bring the girl. I think she's trying to pass the torch over to the new girls.
I guess. Yes. Overall, y'all.
Let's go back to Potomac though. I think that I learned a lot from doing Potomac reviews with you. Because I was not a Candace fan at all.
You were not. Still not. I feel like you're about to drag.
I'm actually not. I gained a lot of respect from Candace doing reviews with you about the show.
Do it. Okay.
Because I don't even hate her anymore. So, and that's because of our reviews doing the show. But also, I felt like us not doing the reviews let me see that because we weren't arguing about colorism. I was actually able to watch the show and see how they were treating her.
How do you feel about her now?
I like her. And I feel like they're doing her wrong. And I hate how they're doing Candace.
I love that for me. I love that for me.
We just couldn't get there doing reviews.
Because you're not smart enough during the conversation.
I'm still not. The fight thing, we're never going to agree on that.
Let's not go backwards.
With her and Monique. But outside of that, I feel like I see a lot of what you talked about.
I appreciate that. That actually made me feel really good. I feel like I'll be on the side of justice. It's just that A lot of people are not going to listen. And I get it. People are in their feelings when they are in their feelings, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do when they're gonna do it, how they're gonna do it, and they feel the way that they feel. And I was watching a video today, and I know you feel like you fall into this category because a lot of people feel like I'm light skinned
That
or
you light skin?
yeah, that I'm bright or whatever. But I think it's because of the lights on YouTube, not in person. Nobody feels that way in person. I think on YouTube, the people are like, you're not dark skinned, and it's like you've never seen me because I'm very dark skinned.
You're not dark skin.
Look at me now.
Okay, turn the light.
Turn your light off. You light skinned. You light skinned.
Let me turn the other light off.
You light skinned. Okay, y'all. And color is a battle. Who's lighter?
I might be lighter, but I'm not light skinned.
Either way, I was I was watching Forest Rocks.
Thank you, Raven. Y'all are brown skin. Thank you.
Yeah, my skin is very darkly brown. I was watching
not darkly brown, and I've seen you in person.
And that's why I know you're lying, and I'm moving on.
Busy is brown, so Deb is lighter for sure.
Either way, I was watching.
I'm lighter than Busy, but we're both brown skin.
I'm definitely darker than you.
That's what I just said.
Either way, I was going to because I felt like at one point we were doing reviews and you were like, "Oh, I'm in the middle." And I was like,
"Oh, I did say that."
I didn't. I don't feel that way, but I did hear from someone who I could say, if we're thinking about people's skin tones and how they are treated, she was saying like, "I'm in the middle," so it's kind of because she doesn't feel like colorism exists either, or she has a hard time seeing it. But she was saying, I guess if you in this range, the people aren't treating you poorly or differently or anything, like you just existing, and the dark skinned people get treated bad, and then the light skinned people get treated good, but you just existing, and
there's that middle ground where you and me lie at, and I feel like
I don't lie there.
You feel that way.
No, it's not that I feel that way. Like literally, and I talked to you about this several times. How in high school and in middle school, the kids would be like, "You so black, you so dark."
But you're not so black.
One, I am black,
but you're not dark skinned.
The people would talk poorly about me, and I did not like my skin color until I got to Howard, and an African came up to me and she said, I don't want. Let me not say an African. What was her name? I can't remember her name, but it's gonna come to me before the end of this thing. And she was like, "Oh my god, your skin is so beautiful, so dark, so sexy." And I was like, "Mine." And that was the first time anyone had ever in my life told me that my skin color looked good, because people love the little fizzies. They love the raspberry. I guess raspberry. No, they love the raspberries. They love the Chris Browns. The people love the light skin people. If you wear light skin with braids, the girls were like, "Oh my god, that's it." That was it.
Absolutely.
And you're being, in my opinion, I feel like you're lying or revisionist history. If you don't remember when you were younger, that if you were light skinned with braids, the people were going over you. Like you had priority.
Mm-hmm.
The people were not looking for the dark skinned, brown skinned boys. You needed to be light skinned with braids or Jerry curls or something like that. And that was a part of my trauma. And I didn't learn how to love my skin until I got to Howard University. And that's my truth. But I do remember the 90s and early 2000s where if you were a light-skinned boy, that's what the people were doing. They cared about that.
I could see that. But you're,
Um,
you're definitely looking at skin.
you know what? It's the winter time, so maybe I look a little bit lighter.
See, now it's the winter time.
And I love that for you because now I'm a part of your clan.
Never for me.
Yeah, like because now I'm a part of I'm part of your group.
I guess.
Um, but yeah, so what's our pact since we're here together? I think that my pact is I'm going to do videos
Okay.
on one, I will do public videos on things that excite me and are random and I just really need to talk about because I feel like I'm my best at those and I want to talk to someone. So I'm going to do that. And then my next pact is members only for the first couple of days. I was gonna say a week, but maybe for the first couple of days, or maybe for the first day, because I want to make sure I'm still pushing out content. I will share my thoughts on uh social topics that are interesting to me and or that may be trending topics. So I
Mhm.
will start to do that. But I won't be as frequent as I was before because of everything that I said in the beginning of this video. What's your plan? Name it right now. Say it.
I think my plan is to do more vlogging.
You look like a vlog.
I think I enjoy vlogging a lot more. Just because it's like me, it's my personal space.
Mhm.
And I love sharing that. Do not, don't say what you I know you want to say.
I wasn't about to say anything. I actually had no thought.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do more of that. I'm gonna try to use my main channel for stuff that I want to talk about,
Mhm.
but I think I'm gonna go more onto my vlog channel and do more stuff on there because I love vlogging. I love the editing part of it and just giving people a piece of my day, my week, and things like that.
Yeah. Maybe this is what you. Maybe this is what you were telling me not to say because I'm about to say something. Maybe.
I know what you were gonna
Never mind.
say.
All right. Tell the people where they can find you so I can finish this video out.
You can find me at So Debonair. Also, you can find me at Being So Debonair on my vlog channel, where I will be probably doing more content at. Um, and hopefully, being busy, we'll be doing more stuff together.
Thank you for coming.
No problem.
I doubt that we'll be doing more stuff together. Nobody's doing stuff around. Um, still in the background. I want to thank everybody for coming here. I appreciate just being open and honest and being able to tell um you all how I've been feeling about this channel. And I wanted to make sure that I've also been open and honest about where I've been, what I've been going through, and why I've been a little distant. I don't want to stop doing this because it is a release for me. I do need to change how I do it and the things that I do it on because reality TV it's not the same anymore. And I feel like reality, humanity, humanness, kindness has changed and I cannot look at the world. I'm sorry. I can't change it. I cannot look at the world as entertainment. I just can't. And if I'm gonna watch a reality show, I'm gonna watch it for entertainment, but also I'm gonna look at want to watch it for reality. I like to people watch. Y'all remember y'all used to have grandmas on the porch or big mamas and being like, look at them over there, you know, and her husband cheating or he be beating on her. Like I'm just trying to get a glimpse into your life. And it's not always gonna be fun, it's not always gonna be interesting, but it also can be relatable. And because I feel like majority of the people at this point in time, and let me say this because I'm having a problem about this. Y'all hypercriticalness on black women is disturbing. It's frustrating and it's weird. Y'all give all of these people about let's not even talk about whiteness. Y'all give men passes for everything. And they let them shoot them up, bust them up, kill them up, do whatever they're doing, and y'all still stand. Still stand. But y'all couldn't even believe Megan Thee Stallion. And so y'all give black women way too much. And these are single mothers these are mothers. Sorry, I don't want to say single mothers. A lot of them are, and y'all know why? Because of those men y'all giving chances to. These are mothers, these are daughters, sisters, cousins, just trying to make it. They're the most educated, and they have changed the narrative about who's going to school, who's doing what. They're underpaid, overworked, and underrepresented, and just trying to do their best. And I have friends, families, moms, sisters, cousins who are just trying to make it every day. And I see them and I'm trying to support them as much as possible. But y'all people on the internet and these social media platforms, y'all give black women way too much. It's almost like they have to be perfection all the time, every day. And that's not fair. They've been carrying us literally on their backs for a long time. Y'all need to wake up, pay attention, smell the coffee, and pump the brakes, because this is getting weird. It's really getting weird. We're supporting people who are out here shooting people. We're supporting people who are out here going to jail for SA. We're putting t-shirts on for as long as I can remember when I was little, free my little, J Dude, and free little shoot 'em up. Y'all been putting these men on shirts and everything, and we do nothing for their victims, which maybe sometimes could have been a black woman, because they're being abused a lot. And then y'all sit on here and y'all call out them and y'all just want them to be perfect and do everything. What about Lil Susie? Because they just gotta be mediocre and then they can make it by. Y'all need to pause on how y'all treat black women. It's really getting weird. And maybe that's one of the things that I'm struggling with too, because I guess situationally and personally and family wise, like I'm going through trying to fix things with my sister, but this stuff that y'all put on black women is too much. And then y'all let these men go unscathed and then they leave. And don't act like y'all don't know a lot of single mothers. Then they leave. And now she has to be the breadwinner. She has to go to work. She has to pay for all of the care, take them to the care. She has to come home, take care of her own household, and then her mental health and sanity. And then because of y'all standards and judgment, she also has to work out and make sure that her body's okay. Calm down. Like, calm down. Take a pause, take a break, take a breath. It's really not that serious. And y'all give every other person a break. And y'all want black women to be, everybody can't be Coretta Scott King. Where's Jonathan Majors when you need him, I guess? Everybody can't be Coretta Scott King. And it's really bothering me. And maybe that's something that I'm struggling with, because the judgment. Now, Evelyn Lozada, I can't stand her, but she's Latino. She'll probably put in there Afro-Latina to be relatable. I don't care. No. But stay off of these black women. Y'all giving it way too much. And shout out to all the black women who are just every day trying to do it, trying to survive. You have real stories, real health issues. Black women deal with a lot of health issues. They are struggling just to maintain. They're the most educated, but also underpaid. No, the black men don't want them. They're trying to find something else. They're judged, they're not believed, they're getting essayed or something all the time. Shout out to y'all for just being here. I love my mom, I love my family, I love my friends, and I love Howard University. And nothing's gonna make me change my mind about what it means to center a black woman. So shout out to y'all. And I feel sorry for all of the other people who feel like a black woman going through a struggle or something. It just that's not entertaining. It's not interesting. I don't believe her. I can't do it. Shame on you. Shame on you. And maybe that's what my real issue is. Everything is not a TV show. People are going through stuff. If you want to know more about me and everything else I have going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this should definitely be streaming right now. There's been an East Coast winter advisory and tons of weather conditions. So I'm hoping that everybody is staying warm, staying safe, and consuming yourself with things that you like. Doing self-reflection and self-love and self-care. And covering yourself with people who love you and care about you and doing something that makes you feel good. Um, I think that's everything that I want to say. I'm gonna do as much as I can to come back. I want to shout out everybody who became a member and said anything. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Ravine. Thank you, Care Bear. Thank you, Care Bear again. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Intergalactic Devender. Thank you, Boss Lady. Thank you again, Chris. Thank you, Boss Lady Ross. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be in store. It's just work with me for how it becomes that way. In the meantime, I'm about to go get busy, and you all stay busy. Till next time.